Hello everyone, Lisa here, aka Crafting Diva. Thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday to you all. It is Saturday when I'm uploading this video, and welcome to another day of my little mini series using the lovely Craftoween collection from Spellbinders. I'm on day 6, so first of all, a huge thank you to everyone that's watched my previous videos, who's hit that like button and who have left me such lovely comments on the videos I've done before. I'm so glad you're enjoying this mini series from me. It's really giving me the excuse to have a play with this collection from Spellbinders that I treated myself to, and as you can see, I'm getting a lovely collection of Halloween themed embellishments to have a play with. So if you've not seen my previous days of this little mini series that I'm uploading, I will link my playlist in that description box below, so you can go and check out my previous days. And also I'll link in that description box the unboxing of this lovely Craftoween collection from Spellbinders, just in case you haven't seen it and you think you might like to treat yourself to the kit. I've done a little unboxing there. I show you each day's die set and the stamps and the sequins you get in the kit, and yeah, I'm really enjoying using these die sets. I've got 13 different sets to go through, so I'm uploading a video every other day showing you how to put the die cuts together to make your embellishment, and then I show you a little tag that I've made with that day's design. So I can't wait, because at the end of the 13 days I'm going to have a lovely collection of 13 tags where I can go back as a reference to see what the shape looks like, what the size of the embellishment is. So really enjoy making these videos for you all, so thank you so much for all watching them. So without further ado, like I said, we're on day 6. The wallet for day 6 has got this lovely haunted house on the front with some lovely florals coming out of it with the moon and the stars, and today's die set design is this gorgeous skeleton stroke witch. So you could say he's a skeleton trying to dress up as a witch, or it's a little child dressed up as a skeleton and a witch. As you can see, this is a fantastic set of dies. There's quite a lot of dies to this set, but once you start breaking these dies up and cutting them out, you will see it's super easy to put your little skeleton embellishment together. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to put this design together and then share with you the little tag that I've made. So as usual, I've done some of my die cutting ahead of time just so it's quicker and easier for you to see. I've already made the little broom, which was super easy to make. All you need to do is cut this die cut here and then the little broom. So it's super easy. You just cut them out, put your little strip across, which is this little die here, and then stick them together. So that's your little broom, and then your little tiny cauldron that the little skeleton can hold. Again, couldn't be any easier. It's 2 dies you've got to cut. This little die here and this little die here for the potion that is coming out of the little cauldron, and as you can see, that is such a super sweet little die cut embellishment you get. So I've done those ahead of time, and then let's put the skeleton witch together simply as it can be. So first of all, I've cut the skeleton's head out of white cardstock, and I think this is the die to cut to put the black piece behind, but I've just found it easier just to take a piece of black card, cut it to shape, and we stick that behind the skeleton's head. I just found that was a lot easier, a lot quicker and super easy just to do. So I've just got a little bit of a black card, like I say, that I've cut to shape. Then I know it's definitely going to cover those eyes and the little mouth. So that's his head. And then for his body, again, couldn't be any easier. You've got these 2 dies here. So I've cut the front die out of the black cardstock, that is that design there, and then the white one for the back piece. So again, 2 dies, really simple. Let's just put some glue on the back of this. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. You have to let me know in that comments box what you've all been up to. Have you been doing any crafting, or have you been out for the day to do some shopping, or have anyone actually started, dare I say, any Christmas shopping? Definitely not on the books for me at the moment, but I know it's all suddenly coming into the shops, isn't it? So all I've done is put a little bit of glue at the top of his body, and then we're just going to stick the little head on. I'm just going to hold that there for a couple of seconds so the glue can go off. So as you can see, our design is coming along. Now we need to make his little arms. Again, couldn't be any easier. It's 2 dies again. So you've got your little arm piece here, which is this one here, and I've done that in white. And then this is your other piece that is sort of, you'd say, like the sleeve of his outfit. So I've done 2 of those in black. So again, I'm going to put some glue on the back of our little black pieces. So yeah, like I say, it's all appearing in the shops, isn't it? All the Christmas items already, and we're not even past Halloween, but I suppose it's the way the shops have to put the stock in, but it just seems far too early at the moment to be thinking of anything like that, even though for my magazine commissions I have actually been doing Christmas projects since I think January was the first one I did. So yeah, summer and I'm there doing Christmas crafting, but it's the way it goes. So here are your 2 little arms. As you can see, super cute. Couldn't be any easier to put together. And then we just want to put a little bit of glue on the top of the arm, like so, and then we just want to lift our little skeleton up, lay our little hand down and tuck his little arm behind one there. Again, I'm just going to hold that for a couple of seconds so the glue will go off. And the other great thing about these little Spellbinders collections is they've actually given you the little printed picture of the design so that you can follow it, and it's so easy to put these together. There is nothing complicated about these at all. So this one, we want to put his arm up in the air slightly. So here is our little skeleton man coming together. Another little top tip I've got for you. In previous videos I've said that you can give your toppers some dimension with inks. Well, if you haven't got inks and you've got any sort of colouring pen, you can also use a colouring pen just to go around the edge of your shapes to give them a bit of a dimension. This one I'm just using a grey Copic pen just to add a little bit of grey round his face. We can put a little bit on his hands, a little bit on his chest. It's anything just to give that area a bit of dimension. So like so. And this die set does actually have 2 little dies here that are for cutting out to put his little cheeks on, because I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but there are 2 little dips in the side for his cheeks. But to be honest, they're so small, I find it just easier to get a little subtle pink pen or a bit of subtle pink ink and just add a little bit of colour to her cheeks, as you can see. So all we need to do now is make his little hat. So again, you'd cut that out black or any colour you like. I've done the strip grey as well, just to follow the card for this one to show you. Again, put a little bit of glue on the black hat, and again this has got score lines in it, so it shows you exactly where to put your little strip across your hat. So just let that go off for a minute. Again, you could take a white gel pen and add the details that are already cut into the hat die cut. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue across the top of our skeleton's head, and then we're going to add our little hat. Hold that there for a couple of seconds, and then we can add our little cauldron. So put a little bit of glue on our little cauldron's handle, and then get our little skeleton man to hold that. Just hold that there a couple of seconds, and then for our broom we just want to add a little bit of glue down the edge and a little bit on the back. So a little bit down that edge and a little bit at the back, and we want to tuck a bit of the broom behind and then pull the handle of the broom over so it looks like the little ghost is holding the broom. And how super cute does that look? So if I give you a close-up, you can see all that detail of that gorgeous little witch skeleton. And yeah, really enjoyed putting this design together. Like I said to you, with the hat you can always add a bit of white gel pen to add a bit more detail. And also a great little design that I saw on a lady's YouTube channel, so I want to give a shout out to Mostly Papercraft. I will link her channel in the description box below. She's been uploading some short videos using this collection, and she had the fantastic idea of turning this skeleton into a sort of entertainment skeleton. So this just shows you how versatile these dies are. You don't have to use all the elements that come from one set. This has been made with a mixture of items. So I've used this basic skeleton from day 6. Then I've made his little wand using the broomstick and just colouring that black with 2 little white dots at the end. The bow came from die number set on day 2, so that came from the little raven crow set, the little tiny bow. So I've added that to the chin of our little skeleton. And this little hat that he's holding here, this came from day 5's die set, the spider, and this gorgeous little hat that came from day 5's collection. So I saw that on her little short videos and I thought that was a fantastic idea, so I wanted to share that with you as well. So please go and check out Mostly Papercrafts, because there's lots of other videos on her channel using this collection as well. And yeah, just shows you how versatile these die sets are, that we can start mixing and matching the dies from the different sets to make things look totally different. So without further ado, let me bring in the little tag that I've made for day 6. So basically what I've done is took a basic tag shape, I've added some green cardstock and this lovely orange pattern paper. I've took a piece of vellum and stuck that on top of this sort of sweet type paper, so it settled it down a little bit. Stamped and heat embossed the sentiment, have a bone raking Halloween. Made my skeleton, this time done it with all the elements of the broom and the little cauldron, and then I 3D'd him up on the tag and then just added some black little star gems for detail and some faux stitching around the edge of my tag. So yeah, really enjoyed putting this design together. Like I say, it looks quite intimidating seeing all those little dies, but like I say, once you start cutting them, layering them up, you can make such a fabulous cute little embellishment for your projects. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. Like I said, I'll link my playlist in that description box below if you'd like to go and check out my previous days for this little mini series. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to reading any of your comments, so please feel free to leave those in the comments box below. And if you are new to my channel, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button. And I've also got my 900 subscriber giveaway going at the moment, so please go and check that out. I'll link that video in the description box as well. You're more than welcome to come and join in with that if you haven't already. So have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.